I was wondering, if
Welcome back to Dirty, Sexy, Funny. I'm Jenny McCarthy. Sitting next to my giggling husband, Donnie Wahlberg. God, we learned so much today.
Yep.
And we're not even done. There's more to go.
We keep learning things off the air, too. When the penis mold guys were leaving, David said, what do I do if I have a crusty lesion?
So gross. Gross.
Sorry, I'm only joking, David. He didn't say that. He just said, what if there's a discharge? He didn't say a crusty lesion.
A creamy discharge.
In a house full of 4 girls. My father, we only had one bathroom, and every girl, obviously sat down and took the bathroom away from my father all the time. And it was when his turn to go, he'd leave the door open constantly, and he'd pee sitting down. So I grew up with a dad that would always pee sitting down. And I never met another guy since. I remember, like, in high school, my boyfriend would be like, "Ew, you're standing up. You're standing up." Why? My dad sits down. And then...
This is the real reason that we're married. Go ahead.
Then I start dating Donnie Wahlberg, and he pees sitting down. And I said, oh, my God, just like my dad.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just my dad being weird or lazy. But no, it's a real thing. And we have someone on the phone that wrote a blog post on Gawker.com, Christopher Morris-Lent. Christopher, are you there?
I'm here. How are you?
Thank you so much for joining us in Dirty, Sexy, Funny today.
You're welcome. It's nice and early out here on the West Coast. It's early enough that I would pee sitting down.
Thank you so much. So why are guys, the ones that do, so proud to pee sitting down? And are there many of them?
Well, our numbers are legion now that we have Donnie Wahlberg and pretty much the entire country of Germany, other places that are more socially progressive.
Yes. I know of 2 of my bandmates who pee sitting down as well, just putting that out there.
Can you tell me the philosophy and reasoning why a guy does sit down?
Sure. Well, there's a number of reasons, as Larry David says. In that classic episode, one is that it's a little bit early in the morning. Another is that maybe we're out on the West Coast where when you flush the toilets, they start moving in a different direction than they do on the East Coast. You don't want to get caught in uncertain waters, so to speak. Aside from that, it's very good for sending text messages. And the way that I explained it was like a Zen koan to a friend. Think of taking a dump without actually taking a dump. And that's peeing sitting down, a blissful experience.
I would imagine. It's like your quiet time. It's a little space.
Exactly.
You can get some shit done. It's like your own private office.
Right, like getting some shit done, except for not really.
So when did you realize that you weren't different? When did you realize there were more guys like you?
Oh my God. Well, writing the article, obviously the outpouring, so to speak, has been tremendous. There's been a great deal of honorable discharge, to bring it back to your earlier topic. But I guess I'm different sort of in an American sense. Like, once again, visiting Europe made me feel like part of a certain brotherhood there. In Germany, in Berlin, when I was staying there, there was a big sign exhorting the patrons of the hostel to pee sitting down rather than standing up.
I get it. It's cleaner.
It doesn't make a mess. Christopher, you haven't really touched on that part of it, that men, sometimes they spray and pee on the seat. And when you're with a girl, a beautiful woman you like, you don't want to spray, so you sit.
Exactly. It's more hygienic.
Well, also, I would imagine if I was a dude going into a bathroom, it's just weird also peeing in a urinal next to somebody. It'd be like, it's still, to me, I don't know, it's got to be awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward. It's one of the great things that we sort of leave unacknowledged in terms of male bathroom etiquette. Like, this never comes up in the woman's bathroom, does it?
No. Unless we need to borrow toilet paper, then we have to, then it gets a little awkward, talking to the girl next to us.
Sure, like a little bit under the table, right?
Exactly. So when you guys pee sitting down, do you have to, you don't have to wipe then, do you?
This is a complicated question. No, you don't. You can shake your penis like a mongoose if you want.
Christopher, though, why I noticed that there's more drippage peeing sitting down. There's much more drippage. I found that sometimes when I stand up, there's a few bonus drips want to come out, so I have to shake the mongoose extra well.
Yeah.
Is this something because the bladder's in a different position? Is this just my thing, or does this happen with more of the people who pee sitting down?
Ooh, I don't know. I would actually say due to the laws of physics, there should be less dripping because the penis is more pointed in the direction of the force of gravity when peeing sitting down. Standing up, you have a nice leisurely arc, kind of parabola, and your penis may be at Da Vinci's 45-degree angle.
Struggling
maximum arc.
Struggling with the fact that you put a ooh at the top of that sentence in answering my question, Christopher.
That was he was really thinking about it.
Yeah.
So Christopher, does it matter where you pee sitting down? Like, would you prefer at home or prefer the office, or does it matter?
Ooh, well, back when I worked an office job.
Okay, it wasn't personal.
Ooh, yeah,
Yes.
Exactly. I've just been saying ooh, believe me, it's quite early out here. It's a very peeing sitting down hour.
I love it.
In the office, you would sort of pee sitting down in order to take a break. It was a way of asserting yourself against alienated labor.
Got
in a
it.
Marxist, one 15-minute bathroom break at a time.
But
That
what
was
if
kind of ideal. At a concert, maybe it's not so good. In a porta potty, you have to think twice about it. But at home, it's nice.
and if your coworker had like a taco issue and splattered everywhere, you might not want to consider that. So if you had you had sons, I don't know if you're a dad, would you teach your son to do this?
Ooh, I think I would. Yes, I would.
See, I
would
feel
teach him.
yeah.
Well, you got to teach him both ways.
Yes.
So he can be in accordance with his nature either way.
I think I should retrain my son Evan to just do that because Donnie.
He sprays.
He sprays. Like he thinks it's hilarious. I think if there
Really?
was. Oh my God! Yes.
He certainly doesn't like having me come in and say, "Listen, after you spray, you got to wipe down the seat and clean everything up." I mean, he does not want to hear that again. I'll tell you that much.
Do guys
exactly.
though? You guys. I'm talking to two guys that pee sitting down. Do guys ever say like, "Oh, you pussies, what are you sitting down for, like a girl?" Do you ever get made fun of?
On a different radio show, yes. Not every crowd or host is as receptive as you guys are.
Well,
I pee sitting down.
and
What
so
can
did
we
my
say?
dad.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, when I saw this, I'm like, this rings true to me.
She yelled it out in the bathroom, Christopher. She said, "Oh my God, you're peeing sitting down. I'm going to marry you."
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Sure.
It's true.
It's love at first.
Then I knew it was love at first sight.
Sit pee.
Yeah.
So Chris,
Exactly. Like our numbers are legion, and the people that like us will like us.
I love
That's
it. But how interesting. Christopher Morris-Lent, thank you so much for this entertaining tidbit. Gawker.com, do you have more blogs that we can check out?
No, just search for me on the internet. Follow me on Twitter at CML is awesome, and they'll have more content coming out on Gawker. Some of it a little bit more serious than this, but
Awesome.
other than that, I had a piece about Amazon where apparently the bathroom facilities here in Seattle are a little bit insufficient for peeing sitting down. They want to churn people in and out so they can use the bathrooms as quickly as possible. So they have to use the urinals, and that's just a little bit inhumane. Sometimes you have to say enough is enough.
Yeah, especially if you got to take a shit. What are you going to do?
I don't know. You'll have to walk to one of the local Starbucks, I guess.
Goddamn Seattle. It's fucking.
Goddamn, huh?
Thank you so much, Christopher. I'm looking forward to more of your blogs.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much.
Ooh, I'm going to write a blog about shitting standing up next. Because the Eurathius needs to stand at an upright angle in accordance with your kneecaps and the sterlanius and the Achilles tendon.
Isn't it funny? What do you call the Seattle, Oregon, like cruncher? What are the crunchy people?
Granola?
He was earthy, crunchy, intellectual. He intellectualized the whole peeing sitting down phenomenon. I felt not worthy.
Didn't you feel smart about it now?
I felt not worthy. When I asked him about the drips, he said, ew. That's not a disease. It's like I just add a few extra drips.
This Thursday, we're playing Fantasy Football Crash Course. We're not playing it. We're going to learn how to do it. David is going to be in charge of it, correct?
Yeah, so we're going to start. We
He's
have
so
to
excited
identify
about this.
who we want in our league. I'm thinking that you definitely. And so we have to.
So then